A lot of people say that if something is stupid, it's as stupid as believing that the earth is flat.
I know, right? What an utterly absurd thing to say. Nothing is that stupid. Not even me, and I'm a goddamn moron. We have known the shape of the earth for literal millennia, and anybody who believes otherwise is an uneducated dumbass. We need to start saying almost as stupid as believing the earth is flat, because it's basically its own category of stupid at this point.
Now, I'm not a flat earther.
Oh, thanks, Sinor Goddington, cause man, that shit is embarrassing. Although there is one thing I could see as more embarrassing than being a flirth. I'd say it's having no idea what the shape of the earth is either way. It would be like saying, I don't know where my bathroom is and I'm not going to check, so I guess I'll just sit here and shit in my pants every day. And then you're wondering why everyone thinks that you and your opinions fucking stink.
I do not believe that the earth is flat. I am an agnostic when it comes to this issue.
Oh my golly, it's like I'd already watched this part of the video before starting. But seriously, dude, are you taking the piss? You're agnostic to the shape of the earth. Well then, in my opinion, you have two options, considering you cared enough about the topic to make a video on it. You can go and actually read and understand the reasons why and how the shape of the earth is known, or you can shut the fuck up since you are completely ignorant to the subject either way until you do know something about it. Frankly, this just smacks of an attempt to be the smartest guy in the room. Oh, I don't know, and if I don't know, no one knows. Shut up, you doofus.
I do not know if the earth is flat or if it is spherical.
Then again, why are you making a video about it? I mean, there's a lot of subjects that are currently in the realms of the unknown, so saying I don't know for that is fine, but the shape of the earth simply is not one of them. Seriously, you can literally work it out for yourself if you are willing to put in the legwork. Perhaps the time you spent making this video could have been better spent doing that and not, again, humiliating the shit out of yourself.
There are 2 reasons that I think it's spherical and 5 reasons that I think that it's flat.
2 reasons for. That's it. The way it actually is, and 5 for why you think it's flat. Oh, damn it. It's a lot worse than I thought, guys. Come on, buddy. You're not even flat earth agnostic. You're just a flat earther who hasn't got the balls to admit it. And that's somehow even worse than before. But fine, cool. Maybe the 2 reasons are like super strong. Say, the entirety of the scientific community has shown and understands that it is, and the science backs it up. Versus, blog, hung, spork, and of course, Grungle Clark. The classic reasons that all flat earthers think the way that they do.
The 2 reasons that I think that it's spherical.
Oh good, I'm glad you are covering them. I was worried you were just going to give the stupid reasons you think the earth might be flat. At least we are going to get the stupid reasons you think it might be a globe too. Oh shit, spoilers.
Are because there are thousands of people working at an organization called NASA for 50 years, maybe 60 years now, maybe 70 years now, who are looking at space all the time and satellites and things like that. And not one has broken rank and said the earth is actually flat.
That is an absolutely awful reason to think that the earth is a globe. At least as a specific reason, and one of only 2 reasons. There are so many goddamn reasons to understand the earth's shape. You do not need an argument from authority to learn about it. It just feels like a deliberately weak reason. Because again, I'm pretty sure you are just a flat earther pretending to be even smarter than they often think they are.
You would think.
No, you should think. That's how we got into this whole mess, buddy.
Out of such a large group of people, at least someone would spill the beans and tell us the truth of what they see on their telescopes and what they see from their satellites and say that the earth is flat.
Here's the thing about NASA. All NASA really is, and I say all as if it's no big deal, but it is a big deal, but all they really do as an organization is science. They study things and work things out and run experiments for the most part. Like, what do you think that getting a man to the moon was about? It wasn't strictly a practical exercise. There wasn't a whole heap of stuff to do on the moon. It was about working things out and learning, etc. I mean, it was also inspirational and all that jazz, but NASA simply does these things and then shares a ton of the data that they get with the world, so we can all be just a little bit smarter. So if the Earth was flat, then NASA wouldn't give a shit. It would just go, hey, look at that, Earth and flat. Anyway.
The second reason is because very smart people smarter than me, believe that the Earth is spherical, like Maimonides, who is from I don't know which century.
So both of your reasons for believing the Earth is the shape that it actually is are arguments from authority. I fucking told you. And nothing about, I don't know, the everything else that we can do to work it out. I mean, again, you cared enough to make this video. Why didn't you just look up some of the simple experiments that you can do on your own with like a few bits of woods or weights and a string, or just having a good excuse to go to the bloody beach? No. Some people say it, that's why I believe. Not even citing the actual data they themselves used. Fuck's sake.
They say there was no one as great of a mind as Maimonides, going all the way back to Moses.
Who gives a shit? Look, the guy was right about that, at least if what you say is true, but it's irrelevant to his intelligence, especially as compared to Moses for some reason. You know, that great scientific thinker. But even if they were both the greatest thinkers of all time, as products of their ages, they almost certainly believed a bunch of shit that wasn't true because they didn't have access to the sort of data that we do today. I'm sure that neither understood germ theory or plate tectonics and a whole heap of other shit, and thought some other thing did the do on what those ideas explain. So the fact that they didn't understand it doesn't magically make them right because smart.
From Moses to Moses, there was never one like Moses. Both of their names were Moses. Now, here are the reasons why I think it might be flat and why I'm agnostic on the issue.
Okay, great news. Fucking shite reason to think that the Earth is round, but hey, it's what you gave us. I can only imagine that the reasons the flat Earth are going to be astounding feats of logical brainitude that definitely don't make you sound like a fucking dumbass.
There are thousands of satellites supposedly circling Earth, and yet if you go to Google Images, you will find only a handful, maybe 5 images that are supposed to be real images of Earth, and in those images, the Earth always looks different colors, the continents look a little different.
Wait. Your first reason for glob, some guys say do. Your reason for flat is the shit that those same guys probably did, and it's somehow proof against what they say and know. And that the photos aren't the exact same color, temperature, and correctedness and all that shit. Do you not know anything about photography? Depending on how you take a photo and how you process it after the fact, it makes a huge difference to how it looks. That doesn't mean these are two pictures of different things. It means that not all photos are created equal.
They're all different. Why don't we have images coming out all the time from these satellites? I mean, what are these satellites doing?
Oh my god, we do have images. They come out all the time from satellites. They are everywhere and used for a ton of different things. And if your issue is, well, what about the whole Earth at once? Those pictures aren't taken from satellites strictly. They are generally taken from spacecraft because satellites are far too close to do anything of the sort in one go and couldn't get the kind of field of view needed to achieve that. Christ, it's like you literally know nothing about the subjects you choose to discuss.
If not taking pictures of Earth, I mean, that would seem to be, one of the main jobs of a satellite.
Both technically true and what a lot of them do, and also completely false, because a satellite that far out, I would imagine anyway, wouldn't be very much good for it. And the images you would get would be blurry, useless nothings. Although, why, instead of saying, I don't know why this is this way, it must be because of some stupid reasons, you couldn't just ask why it's that way? And then, you might get an actual answer and not sound like a tool? I have no idea.
There should be pictures coming out every day, but there's not. There's some kind of hold on this. There's some kind of blockage, or somebody's holding back pictures of Earth. That's what it seems to be.
No, you have a strange understanding of what you expect from satellites because you don't know what is supposed to happen and you don't understand that there absolutely are pictures all the time. They just aren't the right kind, according to your stunning lack of knowledge.
Some have suggested that the quote-unquote real pictures of Earth from space are computer-generated imagery, made by a computer like a drawing.
Yes, and those people are fucking morons who are not understanding that the pictures that are taken nearby at a high resolution shot for the entire Earth will be a composite of many, many pictures taken over time. Anyone who thinks that that's even comparable to a drawing is a moron. And it's not even hard to understand. If you have an even remotely modern phone, you can get a panoramic shot, and it's basically doing the same thing. Multiple shots stitched together to make a larger, more detailed image. Not difficult to understand if you actually want to understand.
There is evidence to this allegation in the sense that in one of the pictures that's supposed to be real of Earth, a word in the cloud appears, and the word is sex.
Really? Really? Pareidolia. Pareidolia is evidence for the Earth being flat. You know what, guys? I'm starting to think that this chap might not be very smart. There's so many reasons why that is asinine. First, humans are pattern seeking, but the seeing of a pattern is not evidence that that pattern means something. And second, why the fuck would they even do that? Like, seriously, what benefit is there to putting sex up in the sky? I mean, it's not even a bad thing. You know, sex is a requirement for the continuation of the human species. You know what? That's a fair point. It is a bad thing. But you know what? Maybe God put it there. I don't fucking know.
So seems like he's playing a cruel game on us by putting forth a picture that's supposed to be the picture of Earth, and they're mocking us by putting the word sex in the clouds.
I can only make one assumption if you feel mocked by the word sex. Also, do you think that every single time there's what looks like something that shouldn't be somewhere, that it actually is that thing? Man, it must be stressful for you to just look up at the clouds and see all those puppies and dragons and boats and all sorts of other shit in the sky that shouldn't be there. It must be very confusing.
And they think that we're not going to notice, but somebody did notice.
Therefore, Earth am flat. I mean, even if someone did put sex there on purpose, because, I mean, it's not hard to edit something in such a way, there's nothing about that that would even remotely suggest that the Earth is fucking flat, you moron.
The second reason why I believe the Earth might be flat is because water is always flat.
Oh God, not this one. There's so many reasons to understand why that's a silly reason to believe anything and how it's just not true for multiple reasons. But fuck it, let's just see what he has to say. Maybe it'll be a new take at the very least, although I highly doubt it.
If you've ever had a cup of water, you know that the water always settles into a flat formation.
Fuck, immediately screws it up, doesn't he? A perfect example where that doesn't happen. You fill a cup to the brim and then fill it just a little bit more, and what's that? The water is curved. I mean, surface tension has nothing to do with why Earth am flat cause water am flat, but it immediately demonstrates that water is always flat is just categorically wrong and a dumb reason to believe fucking anything.
And if the ocean has the same properties as the water in the cup, and I assume all water has the same properties, I'm assuming that the oceans have settled into a flat formation. And if
assuming, that's how you work things out, by simply assuming them. No wonder you think some really, really, really silly shit. If the only way you learn things is to guess, decide you're right, and then move on, what is actually wrong with you?
The Earth is mostly water, that means that the Earth is flat.
The Earth is mostly water, therefore the Earth is flat. What? What the hell is that even supposed to mean? Also, this whole water is flat thing, that isn't right. And I think a better but not perfect way to put it would be it's sort of parallel or concentric to a reference point. That point, in this case, being the center of Earth's mass, more or less. Because, you know, gravity is a thing. Have you heard of it? I can only imagine that it's a new concept to you, since you seem to have the education level of a bar of soap.
If water's flat, then the ocean is flat. If the ocean is flat, then the Earth is flat.
I hope that was your phone and not some special effect in order to make people think that you have a light bulb going off inside your head for the big brain smarts. Although, let's be fair at this point, if we opened his head up and found a bit of tungsten and some smashed glass, I would be less surprised than if I had found a brain.
The other proof that I understand about why the Earth might be flat is because you can see a building from Chicago over Lake Michigan.
Ugh, this one. So one, you can't see Chicago, you can see the tops of a handful of the taller buildings. B, depending on exactly where you stand, you can see different amounts of those buildings. And why is that? Well, the lake is not uniform, so different positions are different distances. So why then, if I'm closer, can I see more, and if I'm further away, can I see less? Oh right, it's because there's a fucking curve, you nork.
That's thousands of miles possibly.
Wait, what? No, it fucking isn't. The furthest you can get away from Chicago and still be on the shore of Lake Michigan is like a few hundred miles. And funnily enough, none of the photos of Chicago taken over that body of water are anywhere close to that distance away. The best I've seen is about 50 miles, and even then it would have had some kind of elevation to achieve that. I was taking the piss when I said it's like you don't know anything, but it seems you have literally not even bothered to check the most basic of your numbers. God damn it, man.
And it's much too far for a circular spherical Earth, because
even if what you said wasn't the ignorant ramblings of a complete fool, it wouldn't mean the Earth was flat, because again, it dips below the horizon. It would just mean that the Earth is bigger than we thought. If the Earth was flat and water was as flat as you think, you would be able to see from the tips to the bottoms of the street, but you can't for some really obvious goddamn reason.
The fourth reason why I think the Earth might be flat is because no pilots and no railroad track engineers.
Oh no. Oh god, non-existo, Ington, damn it. Don't do it. This is so much more stupid than the rest. I mean, this video is called 5 Reasons the Flat Earth Isn't Stupid or something like that, but you are going from bad to worse with this one. Please, think of your family. Do you want them to die from cringing their souls out?
Compensate for a curvature. They make their railroad tracks straight, and planes fly straight. Well, if you're on a spherical Earth, what's going to happen if your plane flies straight? It's just going to go off into space.
Why would they do that? I mean, let's get the plane one out of the way, because I can kind of see why someone with the brain the size of a watermelon seed might think that, because, you know, they control the flying and all that, but again, gravity, it's a thing, and with basically no effort, as long as they maintain cruising altitude, they are going to be at cruising altitude. That's how that works. And the Earth is so big that much like on the surface, you don't really see or feel the curve in any usable manner. But the trains thing, do you think that train drivers have, like, pitch and yaw controls? No, trains don't fly, you dumb fuck. And train tracks are not infinitely strong, so there's no reason they would shoot up into space, for fuck's sake. This has been so stupid, I'm not even sure I want to hear the final one. But fuck it, what do they say? In for a penny, in for a pounding.
The fifth one is like going to be hard for you to...
Hard for me to listen to because of all the blood streaming out of my ears. Don't worry, buddy. I have a special set of funnels in my helmet to compensate for that. Yeah, you thought my shiny bucket head was just for show. It's actually multi-purpose. It also protects me from face palms, and the eye slits are blocked off so that I don't have to look at any of you annoying bastards.
Understand, because it's just so outside the box. It's just so different from your education.
Translation. It's wrong. And I can't imagine it'll be so much hard to understand as it will be fucking dumb. But do go ahead. I'm ready for anything at this point, although I'm mostly expecting disappointment.
Consider the fact that the Earth is not falling. Now, why is that important?
The Earth is not falling. As opposed to fucking what? That's not against my educations. That's just not anything about anything. I mean, for one, the Earth actually is falling. That's what an orbit is. It's falling towards something and missing it. In this case, the sun. But even if that weren't the case and you were right, that still doesn't say anything about the shape of the Earth again. You know what? I'm starting to think that this guy has no reasons he believes the Earth is flat, and more, he has a bunch of reasons why everybody he's ever met thinks he's a fucking idiot. And you know what? It's a good list.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the